Let's see if Auntie Aubrey can tell which one of our new nephews is which. I guess that shouldn't be too hard. There's a baby boy McBain and baby boy Lovett. God, they are gorgeous, aren't they? Bobs?
What?
What's up? You all right?
Yeah.
Well, you're not still thinking about what happened between you and Kelly at the gym.
How do you know who I am?
Well, Cal, Aubrey told me all about you. She said there's this little firecracker who is hotter than any of these steam rooms and hell-bent on getting in between her and Joey. So I knew it was you when you first said my name. I mean, you did put air quotes around Wentworth.
That's because I don't believe you're Aubrey's brother. I think you're her lover.
Echo di Savoy. I'm going to get the truth out of you yet. Clint is Rex's father, not Charlie Banks. But how do I prove it?
Hey, any news about Nate's hearing today? Was he sentenced?
No. Nate recanted his confession.
What?
I don't know all the details yet, but that's what I heard.
Oh my God, that's great.
What? It's not over yet. It's all still up in the air.
But they have to let him go, right? I mean, all you have to do is take one look at Nate to know that he could never kill anybody. Did he say why he lied in the first place?
Yeah. He was covering for our mother.
Wait.
Nate was covering for your mom?
I guess he thinks she did it.
Do you?
I don't know what to think. I mean, I don't really know her that well. She took off when I was just a kid. But we're talking about a woman who left 2 little boys to fend for themselves against an abusive father, so who knows what else she's capable of.
I'm so sorry. Oh, Dorian, I didn't realize you were in here.
Something wrong?
So that's where I know this girl from.
What girl?
Aubrey? Aubrey, what's her name?
What happened is that Kelly was being vicious, going on and on about how I'm no good for you.
I'm sorry about that, all right? I know it got you, but just try and let it go. You know how I feel about you.
Care to remind me?
I wish. Okay, but I cannot endanger these impressionable young minds.
Oh, yeah, I know. Just seemed like the perfect way to make me forget about your ex.
Well, your brother did have a lot to say about her.
Cutter talked to you about Kelly?
He called Kelly my crazy, jealous, jilted ex.
I'm sorry. I know that Kelly means the world to you.
I was just venting. Cutter should not have said something.
No, it's okay. No, your brother was just looking out for you.
He gets a little, overprotective sometimes.
Aubrey, what's really going on between you and Cutter?
Well, before you go around making crazy accusations, I think to save you some embarrassment, you need to know the facts.
But you're what?
Aubrey and I are brother and sister. Exactly. You don't believe me, you can look it up.
Well, I already did.
And?
Your story checks out.
But you still think that we're lovers?
Well, I don't know what you're up to, but you're gonna have to watch your step. Because I'm gonna catch you in a lie one of these days.
Please. You're the fantasist.
Excuse me?
You're the liar.
Aubrey who?
Joe's fiancée.
Oh, what about her?
There's a picture of her here in this magazine. I thought she looked familiar. Honey, you're not going to want to hear this, but I saw this girl last month at the Palace, and she and Ford were all over each other. So
Dorian did see me with Aubrey, but we definitely weren't all over each other. That's crazy. She was waiting for Joe. She told me how happy she was, and I told her all about you, Langston.
And how do you know each other?
It's some history. You really don't need to hear about this right now.
Maybe she doesn't. I do.
What's going on between Cutter and me? He's just, he's my brother.
No, I know. Just that he said he was the black sheep of the family. And when I told him that my uncle's police commissioner, he got a little nervous.
Making up stories about you and Joey's brother or me and my sister, it's not gonna make Joey come back to you. If he really wanted to be with you, he'd be with you. You can't accept that, and you know what? That makes you pathetic.
Cutter's harmless. I mean, he screws up sometimes, but that's normal, I guess. It's just that in my family, they treated you like the plague if you spilled milk or broke a dish. So my parents pretty much kept Cutter and me apart. They didn't want him to infect me, so I got sent off to school in Paris, and he went to Switzerland. I mean, I don't even really know him well at all anymore.
I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
You know, having your brother show up and basically not even knowing that he exists, I mean, made me realize something.
What?
That I still don't really know that much about you.
Waste your time pining after Joey Buchanan.
Thank you for your concern.
What's so great about the guy anyways? You can have any man you wanted.
First I'm pathetic, now I'm irresistible.
You're hot, Kelly. You're really hot. You make that towel look hot. There's gotta be a ton of guys that are way better than Joey. Just falling all over themselves to be with you.
Hardly.
There should be.
How can you say you don't know me? Weren't you the one who said we were like soulmates, even after just one night together? Before we had sex?
Yeah.
Didn't we connect like crazy? Wasn't it intense?
A few years back, I went to the Venice Film Festival on somebody else's dime. I'm not proud of it. Anyway, I made myself out to be a hotshot filmmaker with a 3-picture deal at one of the major studios.
Which, of course, you weren't.
No. Anyway, Aubrey honed in on me.
And another one bites the dust.
Actually, Langston, it wasn't like that.
How was it?
Well, Aubrey made me feel like we were made for each other, that somehow fate had thrown us together.
You made me feel like I knew you. I mean, I knew you played soccer in high school.
Football.
Football. That you loved horses, that you studied art of the sabon. I mean, but really, as deep as our connection was, I don't know, I still don't know what you want. I mean, what are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are you afraid of?
Things that go bump in the night.
Obs.
I know. It's just that I'm very easy to please, Joey. I just want you.
I know. What do you want our life together to be like?
It doesn't matter, as long as we're together.
Come on, this is an important question. Yeah, we're getting married, and I don't even know if we want to have kids.
Funny thing is, even though I felt like we were destined to be together, I didn't know Aubrey at all. She just kind of said things that I wanted to hear, played along with me. You know what I mean?
So, what happened?
Yes, how far did things go with this girl?
Not very far at all. Actually, something really strange happened.
Do you know what I find strange? That Aubrey would go from you to Joe. The two of you couldn't be more different.
I can't tell you why. All I know is that I thought Aubrey and I had such an intense connection that I decided I needed to come clean with her. So I told her I wasn't the next big thing. I wasn't who I said I was. And I didn't have a dime to my name. I was just a struggling filmmaker. She dropped me so fast. I didn't know what hit me.
What about you? You want kids?
I could take all those babies in their home with me. I mean, I want a house full. I want a big, crazy home with lots of kids running around underfoot, laughing and climbing over everything, making a mess. I want to grill outside, and when we'll all be playing soccer, football, or building a treehouse.
That is quite a picture.
Aubrey, we can have that with our kids. And we can make this amazing team. What's wrong?
Ouch. Hot and hot-tempered. I like it.
Was that supposed to convince me that you're not sleeping with Aubrey? Huh?
Just letting you know that Joe isn't the only fish in the sea.
Go to hell.
I'll be staying at the palace if you want to follow up. Or
Yeah, I won't be.
Fair enough. I just think you should stop looking at my sister and maybe start taking a good hard look at me.
You were willing